Welcome everybody to the Dark Knight Rider Games channel here on YouTube. Today we're going to talk about the Intellivision. Now, in my last video I was talking about the Atari, and I mentioned a little bit about Intellivision. I didn't really want to talk about it in that video until I did a video specifically about it, and that's what we're doing today here on Wednesday. And so, what I need to say is, we've had a lot of things happen recently with the Intellivision Amico. We've seen Tommy have to step down due to some personal reasons going on in his life right now that has made him have to make that decision, because he was doing multiple different jobs in the company and he needed a break. So he had to step down, and now we have a new CEO. Now, with this new CEO led to some interesting news that some people were probably very unhappy with. Probably a lot of people were unhappy with, just saying, about the price of the system possibly going up to $250 to $300. Now, that is a big problem, because what was this system? What did they say from the beginning? The system was going to be affordable, and the games were going to be $5 to $10 max. That's it. But now it's changed. There's a possibility the games will be more than that. They'll be $10 to $20 or so dollars. Now, with this being a serious thing, a lot of people are upset. A lot of people's probably canceled their pre-orders, and a lot of stuff's been going on. They started a new funding thing, investment, of course. And okay, we get it. They're in debt. They're in a lot of debt right now. But there's only one way out of this. And the way I look at it is you have to start making it work now. So, system's going to have to be more expensive. The games are going to have to be more expensive. So in this case, the way I'm looking at it is you need to market the system for everyone. Everybody. Not just families, not just retro gamers, everybody. And at this point, I think it's necessary to take the rated E games and add on to it. So you need to go up to teen, at least teen, as a rating. So that'll give it more variety for many other people. So therefore, you not just have games that are for just kids and for everyone and so on. You need to also have teen in there, so you can have teenagers be able to play games. You need to market towards that. I think this is the better direction for y'all. And I know a lot of people may not like what I have to say about that, but I think that's the best marketing strategy you all can do right now. The controller. The controller is awesome. I think it's cool. I think it's a great concept. But you're going to have people that do not want to use that controller. You're going to have people that actually want a modernized controller that they're used to. Kind of like what Atari did with this. A modern look. It's a third-party controller, more or less. Because a lot of people didn't want to use this Joy-Con. A little classic controller. They wanted something they're used to. So, if you think about it, you have to do these approaches. Now, you're in debt. We understand. There's one way out of this, and you have to get your A game on. You have to get this system out now, as soon as possible. Can't be no later than this year. It has to be this year. Get the system out and start making some games. Because here's where I'm going to go into this part. You got Atari out right now. There's your competition. I know you talked about not having you didn't want competition, but here's the opportunity. With competition leads to good quality games. Because when you have two companies competing against one another, you're going to make good games, because you're going to want your audiences to keep coming back for more. You're going to want them to actually buy your product. So, competition isn't bad. So I think this would be the great opportunity for Intellivision to make their comeback, compete with Atari, and both companies could put out some really good quality games. I think it's time for competition, and it's time for it. That's why the Intellivision Amico needs to come out right now. This is the time to make your comeback. Intellivision, you have to do this. This is important. If you want to make your money back, you want to get out of your debt, it may take a little while, but you could very well do well by doing this. And yes, you're going to have to go into more debt just to get this system out to the public. You're going to have to. But with this idea of competing with Atari, both companies have having somewhat of a bad reputation. Okay? Atari has a little bit of a bad reputation because it's not the original Atari. It's not the same Atari from back in the day. It is a different company. It's a different group of people running it. But both of y'all can do well with this as a competition. Both of y'all could put out some good games and you could do well and make a profit. And you'll have everybody keeping their eyes on you all because you got competition going. It's going to do well. So, with that being said, I hope everybody liked this video. Please smash the like button and also comment down below. What do you think? Do you think Intellivision should get this system out here and have some competition with Atari? Do you think this could really do well for both companies? I think so because, PlayStation and Xbox right now, they're buying up studios. They're getting ready to go with some big competition. They're about to compete with one another. And I really think Atari and Intellivision can do the same thing. So, also, if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. It will mean a lot to me. And I will see you all in the next video. Take care and keep gaming.